Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here, and we've got some questions to answer today. I haven't done one in a little while. I like to try to maybe do once or twice a month, but it's been probably about a month before I really tackled some questions. But we got three really good questions that I think we can really jump into. So let's dive into these right now, and they're all made by you from either Instagram, usually, or from YouTube, but mostly from YouTube. Question number one was from Bruno, would I use mirrorless gear as my main gear? Bruno did respond to you on YouTube, and it is a fantastic question because my channel is very diverse with a lot of things that you could find. For a good 6 or 7 month span, I was talking a lot about Sony because I was invested in the Sony a6000, a6300. I even had dabbled with the a7R Mark II. I just didn't post a lot about it just because I just didn't keep it, so I didn't really want to go fully in depth about it. I did have a review about that though. But as my main gear, no. It doesn't work for what I want to do. The battery life just isn't there for me for what I like to do. Because I do more event photography than I do weddings, but I still get the occasion, I still get a few weddings a year, which I pretty much just want for my workload. And mirrorless cameras just don't work for me. I don't like the size for that constant use, and just a lot of the other stuff out there. But the battery life is a major concern for me as well because I was just chewing through batteries, and it was absolutely ridiculous. So is my main gear for what I'm doing? No. If I just need to do like quick one-off stuff and something like that, maybe a portrait shoot or something, a senior portraiture, then yeah, it's not a main thing. But if I had to go into my bag right now to do a professional job, I'm reaching out for my Nikon gear DSLR. So that would be for my main gear. But for a lot of the street photography that I did, that's why I really liked having the Sony a6000 and Sony a6300. It's very portable, it's very lightweight, it had the tilt screen, and it just worked, how I really like to do that. For stuff like that, for my side stuff that I was doing, absolutely loved it. I do. I just didn't really need it anymore, so that's why I sold a lot of that stuff. But for my main gear, I'm sticking with DSLR. Just a personal taste, it's worked out better, and it's just been way more reliable for everything that I'm invested in and that I have. So number two, Swag, by the way, cute name, had asked, what flash triggers do I use? And I guess this came up because I've got a couple flash videos that just came out, and I just did the DIY portable kit for under 150 bucks, which I'll link down below. It's really great to check out. But in there I mentioned triggers, but I really didn't go in depth. So the flash triggers that I use are actually the Yongnuo YN603 Mark II Nikon versions. I've got, reviews to them as well. I'll link those down in the description below. I use them because they're very affordable. They're like 25 bucks. You can even get them at B&H now. That's been a thing for about a year and a half. B&H never used to, carry those things. And it just allows you to do off-camera flash. It's very easy to use. They're pretty much transceivers, and they're transceivers. They're transmitters. One end, you flip a switch, then they become receivers, and that's how you connect to them. But you can even get some of the Yongnuo flashes out there, like the Yongnuo YN660, and then I think pretty much any of the 560 line flashes, and they work without needing a trigger for that. So that's really the power of the system. They don't do high-speed sync, so keep that in mind. And mostly, if you get the Yongnuo flashes, they're not TTL, they're only certain R. But overall, that's what I use, the Yongnuo YN603 Mark IIs. I even have the Mark Is, and they worked fine as well. The last question I have is from Monty, and it's, are photo contests worth it? Should you invest your time? Photo contests are a thing. You can absolutely do them. Are they necessarily the best thing? Should they the most accurate thing to depict your work? Absolutely not. In a way, a photo contest really only kind of helps someone guide to shoot something. Like if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have any personal projects, photo contests are a way of just giving you a directive, direction to do something and to accomplish something, which is totally fine. The problem is a lot of these cost money, it's a chance to win things and everything like that. Chances are you're probably not going to win something. Like if you really want to go do it, absolutely go do it. If that's your drive, if that's your initiative, there's no way I would ever tell someone to stop, being creative for that regard. But a lot of people are doing this for the prize and for the money and everything like that. There are a ton of people entering. Your chance of winning aren't the best, but you're also getting people who judge your stuff, and it's the same thing like portfolio reviews that you pay like $200 to $500 for people to do as well. They're kind of BS in a way, so I really wouldn't worry a ton about photo contests. If they're free, do them, submit them, but you also got to be careful of who you're submitting them to and how they're taking copyright and all that kind of crap. So really kind of read the bylaws and the guidelines and all of these things to make sure you're not getting screwed over with your photos, and being stolen for that matter. But overall, photo contests, they're not really worth it. But if you need some direction, it's kind of like needing schooling as well, really getting direction on how to shoot. I think they're a good thing that you can use to a mindset on what to shoot next. But overall, I'm not a huge fan of photo contests and the whole judging process. I just don't like as well because it's a creative medium, so it's all about viewpoints. And because you saw something your way, and for someone else to say it's really bad because they don't see it your way, I just don't think it's pretty productive. It's just counterintuitive. So those are all for the questions of the week. This week, if you guys want a longer series of questions, you know, over 10 minutes where I answer a lot more, please let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys girls have any other questions, please leave those down in YouTube comments or Instagram comments like I normally get them, and I'd be happy to answer them on a future upcoming video. So ask me whatever you want, whatever you need about photography, all that stuff. It's fun. It's great. I'll do my best to answer. And like I said, I pretty much answer every single comment on YouTube as quick as I can. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I helped, you know, whoever answered questions in this video here. If not, ask me some more down below. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye. Keep an eye out.